And I am back for yet another episode of Road to 20,000 VR. After a couple videos in between, we are currently sitting at 15,891 VR, almost approaching 16,000 VR, and getting closer every single day, of course, to 20,000 VR. Now, I actually did use the worst combo in the game in my last video, so I probably tanked my VR a little bit more than I necessarily needed to, because the video before that I was using a meta combo, which went over fairly well, I would say, as we just narrowly blocked that red. Wow, we had a trail as well. We're off into second, and that means we have a gain of 215 VR over the end of the last episode, so we are slowly but surely making our way up. And I am back once again using my favorite combo in the game. You know, with all the new meta talk. Is it Kamek Streetle? Is it Yoshi Pipe Frame? Is it still Yoshi Teddy Buggy? I still actually prefer to use Yoshi Biddy Buggy. You know, even after all that, it's still the combo I feel the best in. And I think with how close, you know, meta builds are, feel is really an underrated stat in this game. And should be, you know, taken into consideration more in my mind. And that's why I love using this combo. The handling is exceptional on it, and I always feel very confident when I'm driving with it. I'm going to go for the double box here. I did not mean to throw that forward. It bounced off the wall. See if I can hold on to my second place here. Yeah, it looks like it might have bounced off the wall there. We have quite a lead on the rest of the pack, and I will gladly take a second place here in the first race. And now let's see our VR gain for this first race of the video. And it's going to be a nice solid plus 18. And we are back on GBA Cheese Land. It always happens, guys. This track always comes up in my videos. And let's see if we can get a good result here. I'm definitely back and forth on this one. There's a couple of bagging tracks that I seem to do consistently well on. This is one where it's really 50-50 for me. And honestly, I never really know what to expect. Of course, if I can get the bullet bill and hold it, then things will be great. But that doesn't always happen. You know, it's not as easy as just pulling the bullet bill and cruising to an easy victory. So we're going to see what we can do here. That's ultimately the goal, is just to pull the bullet bill before we start a lap 3 and just use it in the bill extension, of course. Get some coins in the meantime and give it our best shot from there. Hopefully maybe get another good item in the pocket, and we actually have the shock. So I think I'll go ahead and use that. I don't see anyone in a dodge. There might have been a player in a ghost, but of course, there's no way I can tell. Unless I watch them use it, of course. So I'll just go ahead and do that and keep moving forward here. We have the star. We're actually catching up quite a bit. So what I'm going to do here is actually slow down a little bit. Let the players in the front get further ahead. See if I can get the bullet bill. We actually don't. But I'm chaining my invincibility here. So I'm not really sure what to do. I don't want to catch up just yet. This is Cheese Land, so I'm actually going to slow down again. Yeah, we're all the way up into 5th here already. Let's see what else we can get. We're going to get a single mushroom as well as 4 mushrooms in the pocket. Oh no, I actually missed the double there. That is tragic. We get the star. I'm going to have to use that right away. And now it is comeback time already. We didn't get the bullet bill like I was hoping for. Maybe we can pull it now. No, we get the gold, and that's not terrible. As long as I can make this run out by the next set, we can get some dodges. Actually, yeah, it looks like there's one player like way behind the rest of the pack here. I'm going to have to slow down and lose my mini turbo so I don't miss out on that double box. We actually get a bunch of mushrooms here. I'm worried about the shock here late because that player is just so far behind the rest of the pack that hopefully it does not happen. We're going to go for the shortcut with the golden here. Pass a couple players. We get hit by that red shell, unfortunately. That is probably the worst case scenario. And I'm going to finish all the way down in 9th place because of that. Wow, I could have secured a middle spot, but I'm going to lose minus 20. We're back, this time playing on High Sundae. Yet another track. I'm not really sure what to do. I feel like the races are very unpredictable on this track as well. So I'm just going to try my best to stay up with the pack here. I might actually fly off the edge there. We get trailed early. I can go ahead and use my mushroom to recover here. And we're off with the pack. I think I'll stick to the left path here because there is an item set underneath. And after I get this double, I have potential to get another item here down below, which I think I'll go ahead and do that just now. Go ahead and chain that green shell, throw another green shell forward, as well as throw a red shell forward. and get another double set here. Looks like that player was able to block it. I'm going to hold on to my items here for now just so I have some protection with this green shell. And I think I'm in an okay spot. You know, we're keeping up with the pack here. I think I'll go ahead and back that green shell. Yeah, it looks like I did take out that player behind me. So I'm trying to make some more space between, you know, myself and the rest of the pack. And wow, that is a perfectly placed banana. I did not even see that at all. We actually get hit. I think that might have been my own fire. I couldn't tell. It might have bounced off something. We're getting pumped like crazy already. Right into the wall. Lose my mini turbo completely. I'm just going to let these players pass me and hopefully get a solid double box here. See what else I can get. We get the star. I'm going to go ahead and just spam that right away. Go for another item set. I'm actually going too fast to even get that one down below. Hopefully we can get a good double here. We're all the way up into 7th. And let's see what we get. The item roulette is lagging quite a bit. I'll just spam everything just to get my ghost out in case there's a shock here. We're all the way up into 5th place. The pack is fairly close though. Watch out for these players behind me. Make sure I get an item box. Yeah, we just barely do. Go ahead and drop my banana there. Try not to fall off. We get a star. That is a perfect pull. So hopefully there's a shock here. We can get a dodge maybe. Still looking for the first shock dodge of the video. Looks like that player got taken out, so I'm going to have to go for the single because they're just going to grab that double in time. See what else we can get. We get triple mushrooms. Go ahead and start using those. Get another item here. See what else we can get. We get the ghost. That is perfect. Will there be a late shock here for us to finally get a first? There will. We get the bam shock dodge. We're going to go all the way up into 2nd. I'm going to spam this fire flower. I'm actually going to run over that player. I stole another fire flower, and I'm going to take a first. What a finish. Exactly what we were looking for. Couldn't have happened any better, and I will take a plus 23. And we are back, this time playing on Wii DK Summit. This is a great track to start in first. Hopefully I can keep my lead here, do the double shortcut successfully each lap, and cruise to another victory. That was a great shock dodge in that last race. To be fair, I did pull invincibility pretty much the whole 2nd and 3rd lap there, so it was bound to happen, you know, if it was going to happen at all. So I'm glad it worked out for me that race after an abysmal Cheese Land. Let's see if we can keep up the winning streak here on this next course. We get a little bit of a bump there. Is that going to mess up my double? It looks like I just barely make it. I find the double is incredibly easy on the biddy compared to any other combo in the game as well. I actually hit the Shy Guy there. A little bit of bad timing on my part. That's another reason I love using the biddy buggy, is I feel like it's a gamble to take the double with any other combo. But when I'm rocking the biddy buggy, it honestly works out more often than not. Go ahead and use that coin as well just to get up to 7, because this is one of those tracks where it is very hard to accumulate coins. I feel like a lot of the Wii remakes are like that for some reason. Go ahead and drop this banana. Never mind, we get it stolen. It doesn't really matter. The blue is out. We have some amazing power items here, now in 1st place. So what a good sequence of events. I feel like there will be a shock here late though, so I have to watch out for that. A little bit of a wide shortcut, but my momentum actually carries me there. We get up to 10 coins. 2nd place is right here. I know they've been doing the double cut as well pretty successfully. So you have to watch out for them. I think there's a bit of lag on the map. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where they are. There's really no sense in me using this fire flower until I need to though. So if there's going to be a red shell, then I'll use it then. But until then, I'm just going to hold on to it. You know, no sense in trying to trap the player behind me. You know, spam this backwards. It's way too powerful of an item to do that. So I'll just hold on to it for now. Keep going. We're at 10 coins. Hopefully there's not another blue shell or a shock here late. I'm going to go for the double shortcut here once again. This time cutting it like super inside. Yeah, I'm pretty far over actually. That was pretty bad. Go ahead and recover there. Get rid of this blooper. Looks like we have a bit of a lead, and I think I'll be able to hold on to my 1st place here. So back-to-back firsts. Let's go. And yeah, we're so far ahead of the pack. It's going to be a while before we even get our VR gain here. Gonna have to wait for everyone else to finish. And the blue shell is finally out there. Now let's see what our VR gain will be for this next race. And it'll be another plus 21. Let's go. And we are back, this time playing on 3DS Piranha Plant Slide for the next race. A track that I'm not really familiar with still. I feel like this is one of my least played tracks in this game. It seems to never come up online for some reason. So hopefully I can do well on it. It is a little bit tricky to drive with some of these tight corners, so I'm glad I'm rocking with the biddy buggy in today's session. And I should have held that coin for another second just so I could have gotten a better double, but I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Better item box rather, because I get trailed anyways. We're all the way down in 7th. And I think the goal for today's session is just to, as always, gain consistent VR. Maybe not get a first every time. If we can, that's great. If not, I'll settle for a VR gain all day over a loss. And overall, just play defensively. Because one thing I've learned while playing this game is the fact that defensive play is typically rewarded. I actually spammed everything. I thought I still had my mushroom there. That is unfortunate. But what I was going to say is, it is a lot more fun to play aggressively, to go for those snipes. You know, I always love doing that for content for you guys as well as on my stream when I'm playing with members or viewers. But ultimately, the best way to be successful in these worldwides is actually to be defensive rather than, you know, aggressive. Because you can basically, you know, determine your fate a lot better if you just hold on to your good items when you get it and not worry about taking everyone else out, just worry about yourself. And we can go ahead and take out that player as soon as I said that because they don't have protection. And unfortunately, all my red shells disappeared because I run right into them. But we're in third here. We have some more protection. Gotta watch out for this player's super horn. They're actually going super wide. They used it there, and we actually sniped that player behind us. I'm gonna go ahead and back some of these shells just so I can chain at the next item set here. See what else I can get here. Go ahead and back another player there. I think, of course, there is a difference between just going for crazy snipes and, you know, going for strategic throws like that. Like, I'm trying to gain some separation between the players behind me and the rest of the pack. So I think it's worthwhile to go for some of those back spams so I don't have to worry as much about being hit. You know, hopefully the players behind me take each other out and I can get some separation and not have to worry about it. But it looks like that shock basically ruined my plan there because everyone is right on top of me already. We're in second, though. Go ahead and get the double here. Watch out for that banana. We get some protection. I'll just hold on to that. Unfortunately, I cannot take the shortcut. And wow, we get sniped. Everyone else gets sniped with that bomb, though. But we're all the way down to 9th. That is just tragic. A very unfortunate sequence. And I'm going to finish all the way to 9th because of that boomerang. From 2nd to 9th in an instant. That's just how these worldwides go sometimes. Not much you can do. And I'm going to go ahead and lose 17. And we are back for the next race here on Yoshi's Island. One of the best tracks in the game. Super excited to be playing this once again. Hopefully a better result here than that last race. A last second boomerang ruined my race there after pretty much, you know, doing well overall. Of course, the shock was probably the real factor there. The reason everyone was able to catch up. And all of a sudden the pack was super tight and we get taken out just like that. Go ahead and red shell that player. And now we're up into second. Have some protection. Gotta watch out for that player. We do get lag trailed there. Of course, it actually did hit me with it, but it took a second to register. So now we're down into 7th. Go ahead and just throw that green while that is going flying. I'll go wide for the double here, see what else I can get. We get the Piranha Plant. I'm going to use that right away here just to get rid of it. We can plant that player in the air, can plant this player as well. And I'll go ahead and hold on to these double mushrooms, sorry, triple mushrooms rather, so that I can take advantage of the shortcuts here. Because we're in a good spot here. Now, we're in 5th. The pack is fairly close here. I think I'll go ahead and use that. I hear a boomerang behind me. Hopefully I don't get taken out by that. Actually, it's in front of me rather, not behind me. I'll go ahead and mushroom up. And we get trailed once again. We get a red shell here. Gotta watch out for all these players. We trail someone finally. And we get fired. Yeah, this lobby has just been like that. Pretty much every time you get ahead, you get taken back and fall back down into the pack. We're all the way back down in 9th after all that. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and just slow down entirely here just so I can get that double box successfully. We get some more triple mushrooms. It looks like someone was able to hit the shortcut for us once again, which is nice. The shock is out. Guess it didn't matter. I was planning on using those red shells. But we're in 6th now. We passed a couple players. That ground shroom gets taken by someone else. The bomb is out. We get another Piranha Plant here, so I can go ahead and use that. We somehow get trailed by that player. I thought our Piranha Plant was gonna protect us and take out those shells. And we're back down into 9th. I seem to be unable to escape the 9th place here. We just narrowly get that double. We avoid the blue shell, and I can't seem to pull any good items as well. I keep pulling these mushrooms in bottom spots. I'm able to take the shortcut though. We're up into 4th. We need a really good double box here if we're going to do well at the end of this race. In 5th, back and 4th. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use that star in case there's a late shock here. So I'm going to hit the shortcut so we don't need the mushrooms for the shortcut either. We get the bam shock dodge. We're going to be able to pass one player on the line and finish in 3rd. So overall, I guess it worked out after a pretty brutal race, a lot of back and forth. Now let's see my VR gain for this next race. Looks like the players are finally just finishing up in the back. And I will get a plus 13, not bad. And we're back, this time playing on one of the new Wave 5 courses, GCN Daisy Cruiser. So far we've had a consistently good session, surprisingly. You know, it's been pretty scary some of these races, but in the end it's typically worked out for us more often than not. Let's see if we can keep up our podium finishes here. I've gotten a couple of firsts, a second as well as a third. So overall, like I said, a pretty good session so far. This track is a little bit tight to drive here. In this middle section, you actually hit the wall there, unfortunately, and lose my mini turbo. I'm also getting bumped around like crazy. I'll go ahead and slow down just to make sure I get an item box there. Let's see what we can get. We get some triple mushrooms here. Everyone's getting taken out. Gotta watch out for that boomerang here. I'm gonna go super wide and just snake a little bit. Yeah, I knew that last shot was coming, so I had to watch out for that. Go ahead and get another item box here. Make sure to get the double trick. Avoid the Goombas here. And another boomerang. Wow, there's been so many boomerangs, so many fire flowers in these lobbies, it seems like. And we get back just at the last second there, it looks like. Gotta watch out for that Piranha Plant. Yeah, we actually get hit by it, of course. Nothing we can really do there. We're all the way down in 10th. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, watch out for that player in the Crazy 8. And I actually missed the clamshell there. I'm going to let all these players pass me. Yeah, there is a shock, so good thing I waited for the double item box so I didn't lose my item. And now I'm going to go and just spam all my items and try to make a crazy comeback here. And we should be able to catch up. The pack's going to be fairly close because of the shock that just happened there. Gotta watch out for this Waluigi player here, the Luigi player rather. We're all the way up in the 9th. We get some mushrooms to help us catch up even more. Oh, we unfortunately just get starred there by that player. I'm gonna go wide for this double box. Oh, I hit the table though. And I'm still in 11th place. I haven't been able to break through the pack still. That player's getting taken out. Hopefully we get some good items here at the end. We get the ghost. Is there gonna be another late shock? Another bam shock dodge to finish. I'm gonna go ahead and snipe that player with the mushroom, with the banana rather. And we're gonna finish in 7th. So not a terrible race, but not a great race either. And I'm gonna get a -7. We are back. This time we're playing on GBA Snow Land, yet another bagging track here. So I'm gonna go ahead and bag, of course. This is one of the GBA tracks that is a bagger, but I actually find I do fairly well on, at least consistently well. And I was saying earlier on Cheese Land how it seems to always go one way or the other. But Cheese Land, or sorry, Snow Land rather than Cheese Land, seems to be alright for me. I think it's because I'm fairly consistent with that shortcut there. Gotta watch out for this Wario player. Yeah, they actually pump us out of the way for that double, unfortunately. I tried to beat them to it, but I was unable to. I will take more mushrooms though here, because that means I can take the shortcut once again. Gotta watch out for this player in the star. I'm gonna go super wide here. Just let them pass me. Yeah, they took the shortcut there. There's also a player here with a red shell in like 10th place. Hopefully they get rid of that soon. They do indeed throw it. Let's see what else we can get from this item set here. Hopefully something good as we go for the shortcut once again. Gotta watch out for that fire. We just barely make it. Almost go into the offer. Gotta watch out for that penguin there. There's more fire going out, and I'm just gonna hold on to my items. You know, if there's a shock, there's still lots of time for me to catch up and pull some better items. And if there's not, we're gonna be chilling here with a star in the pocket. And we have to watch out for that super horn. That's why I'm kind of backing off a little bit, going wider on my lines. Looks like the blue shell is out. I'm gonna go wide for that. That player actually broke the blue shell. That is very strange. You almost never see that happen in Worldwides. And we actually get taken out by that player's green shells. That should be okay though. We can go ahead and chain at this next set. I'm actually going flying, so I'm going to use my star to recover here. I'm going to slow down just a second to get the double here. Hopefully there's a late shock. It looks like it is not going to happen. I snipe that player. We take each other out with the bomb. That is the worst case scenario. And I'm all the way down in 6th now. We're going to get passed by everyone on this ending shortcut probably. That player actually didn't take it. We're going to be able to pass them. We're not. And I'm going to keep a 7th. Fortunately, did not work out. No shock for us there. And we're going to lose -8. And we are back with the next race here on DS Waluigi Pinball. I'm also in a new lobby here. Just wanted to switch things up and see what would happen in a different lobby. So let's see if we can keep up our consistent gains. I think overall here, even though I've had a couple of tragic losses, tragic middle spots, we've overall been able to gain some VR at least. So I have had a couple positions, a couple pole positions rather. Let's see if we can keep it up, but this lobby is probably going to be no different. You know, I'm at the point, basically at 16k VR, where these lobbies are going to be hard regardless. Like, it's not like I can easily join a new lobby and it's magically going to be easier. You know, these players are pretty good if they've made it this far, and the competition seems to be always fierce. It's always a struggle to gain VR. Every single race, it feels like I am just fighting just for the lowest amount of VR. Yeah, we get sniped once again. We got red shelled off earlier. We get the star. Go ahead and see if we can star that player here. You know, no friends in these lobbies. So I'm just gonna be out for blood, take out everyone I can. Of course, as long as it contributes to me doing well and winning in races. Because ultimately, I'm gonna play somewhat defensively, try to get some good items and try to consistently finish in a top spot. I don't necessarily need first place, but I'll be happy with VR gains either way. I'll go ahead and pull up my protection here. We can trail that player. Looks like that red shell is out. They drop a bomb. That is a great bomb spot, but they get taken out with the red shell. And I think first is starting to break away, but the pack here is incredibly tight already. Oh, I thought they were going to go wider, so I missed the item box there. That is unfortunate. I'll just focus on getting some coins for now, I think. And trying to get a good item at the next set. I'm going to go super wide. That player has a crazy 8 as well as the star. I'm actually going to slow down here just to ensure I get a good double here at the next set. Let's see what we can get. We get the golden and the star. Hopefully there's no shock before I get a chance to use this star. We're in 6 already, actually. That's faster than I thought I would catch up. I'm just going to go ahead and use that right away here. See what else we can do after this cannon section here. We're in 4th just like that, actually. I'm kind of surprised. We almost get our item box stolen. That was too close. We get triple mushrooms here. I'm going to start using those just to try to break away from the rest of the pack here. Save one just in case I get taken out. Yeah, we do have some space now, which is nice over the rest of the pack. Go ahead and chain this at the next set. Try to get some more coins. We only get one more there. As well as use my Piranha Plant. Yeah, there's a bunch of power items coming in hot. The bullet bill. There's the star there as well. Hopefully we don't get hit by anything. I saw those green shells go off from that player in front of us. We can go ahead and actually red shell them here. And we're all the way in 2nd, actually, just like that. We almost get backed on the line. We do not, though, and I will take a 2nd. What a crazy race. I'm really surprised I managed to finish in 2nd there after all of that. And let's see what our VR gain will be here. Looks like a plus 18, pretty solid. And we are back, this time playing on Cloudtop Cruise. This is another one of those tracks I feel like I never play online for some reason. Not really sure what it is, but it just never seems to come up. Go ahead and take out that player with the red shell. Go for the double here. Oh, I actually just barely missed that. I'll have to settle for the single. I'm just going to use that right away. It looks like I'll get taken out back with another red shell, being in 1st with no protection. But we're still in 5th here. It's going to be a while before the next item set. Let's see if we can hold on to our spot here for now. Gonna watch out for all these players with the shells in front of us. Actually just gonna go for some coins here. A little bit slower, but I'd rather build up my coins for now. Try to get up to 10. Oh, we actually missed that last one there. We're up into 4th here, actually. Yeah, the pack is super tight here. We can go ahead and boomerang that player just because they had the red shell there. I didn't want to get hit by that. Go ahead and throw that boomerang back and then spam it forward here as well as hit that player. Pretty solid boomerang there. We're up into 3rd place just like that. We have the super horn here. Gonna go for the double here. Oh, I actually just miss it. I do hit that player with the super horn though. We are just out for blood this race. That player actually slows down for this blue shell. I'm actually gonna stop right here on the cannon section. I take out 3 players with the blast radius. I've never done that before. Normally you can get 1 player and you're lucky at that, but I just took out 3 players. What a choke point there. And the reason I stopped there was because I didn't want to get blue shelled off the edge in the glider because the respawn there is really bad. You know, Lakitu takes their time to bring you back up to the course. So I just went ahead and stopped there so I don't get taken out too bad. Actually passed a bunch of players there. Yeah, we went wide for the shortcut. We get passed, of course, because it's a little bit slower. We get our mushroom stolen. We get triple protection for that red shell, thankfully. I'm actually going to go around. Yeah, that was a good play because of that bomb there. Oh, but we just got our item stolen, even though I green shelled that player at the same time. Gotta watch out for this bouncing green. We're back and forth, but we have no item here once again. And yeah, you can see how ruthless these lobbies are. That player just took out the other player on the glider just because they could, so that the respawn is terrible for them. That's just the kind of lobby we're in here, everybody. I'll go ahead and go for the double here. What can we get? We get the mushroom and the fire flower. It looks like that player tried to bomb everyone else. There's a bomb behind me. I fire flowered that player, but I guess it lagged enough where it actually didn't hit them on their screen. And I'll finish in 3rd here. Double shock at the end as well. Yeah, these lobbies are just insane. Let's see what our VR gain will be after all of that. We somehow managed to take a 3rd place, and I will take a plus 13. And we are back, this time playing on Merry Mountain for the next race. One of the tracks I don't really like all that much. I don't know why, but people seem to always vote this track as well. So I feel like I play it way too much. but nothing we can really do about that. I'll go ahead and just mushroom up into first, into second, back down into second, into first. I don't know what's going on. We somehow pass that player. We steal the double, get all the tricks there. I'll go ahead and just use that coin and start trailing. Yeah, this is going to be another close race. I can already feel it here. The pack is always crazy in these races. Go ahead and get another double here. Yeah, we get another coin as well as a banana here. It looks like no one has any shells that I need to watch out for behind me, which is nice. Just go ahead and drive right down the middle. Get the boost pad there, get another trick. And I think I'll just hold on to this for now until the double set, just so I don't have a coin in the back pocket. Like, I'd rather have a coin in my front slot in case there is a ghost that steals it. Looks like that player has a super horn, so what I can do is trap this next section with the double here. Looks like I'm able to take a player out maybe. Yeah, I am able to trail that player, or rather hit that player with my banana. And there is the shock. That's not good news for us because that means the rest of the lobby is pretty much going to catch up to us right away here. I'm going to go for the double even if it means my line's really bad, just so I can ensure some protection. Because yeah, I did pull a coin in the front slot there, but I can, oh, actually that coin disappeared. I can pick up a coin. I just barely avoid that red shell. I had to check to make sure that it was indeed coming for me because with the new indicators, you know, I feel like Nintendo said they're going to fix it, but they just never did. I'm actually going to go ahead and bag here for a second, see what we can get. We get a bomb there and we get triple shells. Yeah, that probably wasn't worth it, but I'd honestly rather be in the pack towards the back than in the front, just in case there's a shock late. Maybe I can pull some dodges or something. See what we can get here at this next set. Maybe something to dodge. We actually don't. We get a fire flower and a mushroom here. And yeah, we get super horned almost off the edge actually. We're somehow up in fourth though. I'm going to go wide for some items again. See what we can get. We get the bomb. I almost bomb myself just because I'm spamming all my items here. And I'll have to hold on to one last mushroom here. We use it. We're in sixth place. I don't think I'm going to be able to make up any spots here. So that's where I'm going to finish. I should maybe lose a couple VR after all that. Let's see, once the last players finish, yeah, I'll lose 5, so not a terrible race. And we are back once again on Sky High Sunday, the first repeat, I believe, of the session so far. But last time we had a good result. You know, I got the late shock dodge, cruised into first place. So let's see if we can keep it up here. I always get bumped off the edge already, though. Everyone's getting taken out at the start. Everyone's getting trailed. We're up into third place just like that. We almost get the snipe on that Donkey Kong player, rather. Let's see what else I can get for some good items here. Get the red shell as well as the bomb. I think what I'm going to do is just use that chain and then launch this bomb way ahead here. Spam another red shell. It looks like it actually bounced there, the bomb rather, and did not hit anyone. I actually just missed that red shell because I went to spam my banana and I missed it. So now we're all the way down into 6th place already. Gotta watch out for that boomerang beside us. See if we can get a banana snipe on anyone here. I think I threw that a little bit too far off the edge. I'm going to mushroom up here just to avoid these players and go for another double here. Almost fall off once again. I feel like that always happens on that same spot in this track. See if I can get some more coins. We do grab a couple. The blue is out. Got to watch out for that. Got to watch out for that packed green shell as well. So far we're keeping up. You know, we're in 4th. Things are going all right here. Looks like that player actually got taken out. And I think what I'm going to do here is just go for some more protection. You know, spam all these mushrooms just so I don't get hit out or anything. We do. That player has the horn in front of us. So I'll go ahead and wait, but I think I want to throw a red shell just to get rid of that horn so that it doesn't come back to bite us later. Okay, that player actually went ahead and used it already, which is good news for us. Go ahead and throw this other red shell. Actually, it gets stolen as soon as I was pressing the button. That's always so weird when that happens. Player behind me is trying to snipe me with those bananas. There's a star here. We can take out this player, spam back the rest of the fire there. Go ahead and throw this red shell for it. It looks like I actually got past. I thought I was in 2nd. I'm actually in 3rd now. Looks like there's a red shell coming for us. We have some protection for that at least. I'll go ahead and hold on to my other protection. There's so many red shells. This is crazy. We get the Piranha Plant. Hopefully we don't get taken up anything behind us because we have no protection for our back right now. We're in 2nd. We eat the blooper. We're going to cruise to another 2nd place. What a very tense race. Surprised nothing worse happened. So I will take a 2nd all day. Now let's see what I can get for a VR gain here. We get a plus 19. Let's go. And we're back. This time playing on Tour Tokyo Blur for the next race here. Looking to continue our podium spots. You know, there's been a lot of back and forth this session. But overall, I've slowly but surely gained some VR. I think I'm around like maybe plus 80, plus 70 from the beginning. So not bad at all. That's really all I can expect nowadays in these worldwides, you know, since I'm around 16,000 now. Like I said earlier, these lobbies are pretty brutal. It's hard to do consistently well, you know. Everyone in these lobbies is fairly good at the game, so a lot of it has to do with just your item luck. You know, if you can get a lucky shock dodge, if you can avoid getting taken out. A lot of it's just outside of your control. Of course, it is ultimately still a lot of fun. Fortunately, we get red shelled there. We can recover with that mushroom. But watch out for this player's red shell that they're trailing. Oh, we get fire backed as well. Go ahead and throw this red shell forward. We get hit with more fire. Just as I was saying, you know, sometimes you really can't do anything. You're just going to get taken out by different items. I actually want a better item than a single banana, so I'm going to go wide here. And I was going to go for those coins. Looks like that player is going to take some of them. There's still a couple for me to get, though. Go ahead and use my ghost here, just in case we can get a dodge here. Go ahead and trail that player. The blue is out. We get another ghost. Wow, what an amazing pull. Getting super lucky with my items this race after that pretty abysmal start. Go ahead and go for the double here. That player has more fire. We get triple reds here. I can go ahead and use them. Gotta watch out for this player with that Piranha Plant. We take them out. Oh, and I shouldn't have, because we just get planted right away, of course. Should have waited and let them just get ahead a little bit. I'm gonna spam this. What can we get? We get some mushrooms. We almost get taken out with that green shell. We're in 5th. I think I'll be able to hold my 5th at least. Looks like we are. I will take that as long as we can get some positive VR gains. We'll actually lose 1 for 5th. What a race. And we are back, this time playing on Bowser's Castle. Somehow we lost 1 single VR at the end of that last race. I guess there's only 10 players in the lobby. I thought the lobby was full, and just because we are a higher rated VR player, I guess we're going to need a top spot to even gain VR. That just makes it that much harder, of course. Because as you guys saw, I was fighting for 3rd there, ultimately got passed on the line by a couple of players. And just because of that, we end up losing VR. So I'm going to try my best to actually front run this race. Get off to an early lead and try to keep it. Of course, it is hard to even break free of the pack at the start of these races, to even attempt to front run. We've been able to do it this race, though. Hopefully I don't get taken up by too many reds. That's another red. I guess that one actually was not coming for me. Again with the indicators, Nintendo. But it looks like we have a bit of a lead now. Go ahead and just try to get some more coins here, focus on my lines, and try to extend my lead. I think what I'm going to do here is just chain at the next set here. Go ahead and back that. Make sure to get the double, just barely. I had a hop. My lines were pretty bad there. And oh no, I tried to cut it way too inside for that fire. I get taken out. And we're going to get caught up to at least. Yeah, we do get past there finally. I can go ahead and use my coin to get it back up to 10. And I'll go ahead and drop my bomb here after the mini turbo, the speed boost there. Looks like we were able to hit that player. The player in first actually has a mushroom. Yeah, they're going to use it for the shortcut. That's probably a smart move here. Just because, you know, first and second are so close here. It's not really worth the risk of dodging a blue shell potentially when you can just get taken out at any moment. And there is the blue shell. I'm actually going to slow down. Looks like it's going to target them. I didn't need to slow down. I thought they got me there by slowing down. They actually messed up though. And I messed up by hitting the hazard. Wow, what a crazy race. I slowed down and I did not need to at all. We're still somehow in first place though, even after all that. I have a feeling there will be a late shock here though. Although there hasn't really been a lot of shocks this session. Just going to go ahead and hold on to my double protection here. Really not much more I can ask for. And I think they have triple mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and get my red shell ready here just in case they end up passing me. Those are actually... That's a red shell. They almost passed me. It looks like they just missed. And I'm going to take a first. What a crazy race. I will take that all day. No shock, which means the rest of the pack just never caught up after the start. Now let's see what our VR gain is going to be for this next race. A plus 23. Let's go. And we are back, this time playing on 3DS Music Park. Once again, in a new lobby here. That last lobby was slowly dying out, and I'd rather play in a full lobby than a half full lobby, of course. That much more VR to gain, VR to lose as well. And I won't get punished for getting a middle spot as hard. You know, losing VR in 5th does not feel good whatsoever. So we're back in this new lobby. Have to go for the single box there. It already feels as bad as the last few lobbies though, of course. That does not, like I said, does not make it easier whenever I join a new lobby. It's always going to be about the same nowadays. You know, once you hit the tens of thousands of VR, you know, 10, 12,000, it really starts getting difficult, and I just cannot seem to get my acceleration going. Yeah, I miss all my tricks. And I'll get a couple more coins, but we're all the way down in 8th right now. The pack is fairly close though. Go ahead and use that red shell. Get another item here. Let's see what we can get. We get some triple mushrooms. And I've actually been seeing a lot of Wiggler combos in this session, which is nice to see. You know, basically the new characters came out, and like 2 days later, no one was using Wiggler or PD Piranha, and everyone was using Kamek. So it is nice when you actually see people using the new characters that are less used at the time being. And wow, guys, that is a perfect example of using the super bounce, you know, going for a drift off a mushroom and then flying forward, because I just passed that player in real time. Of course, I got hit off the ramp as soon as I landed, which didn't help me at all. But it just illustrates, you know, how effective that strategy is. I'm gonna have to just spam those red shells and recover with my mushrooms. Gotta watch out for this player's bomb here. I feel like they're gonna wait and use it at the end of this key section. And no, they're actually gonna use it right there. I just barely dodged them. That was super close. Can we hit them with a crazy green snipe here? Wow, we almost do. A little bit off after it bounced everywhere. I actually went to spam those, but I missed the double box. And I have to watch out for this player's red shell because we only have a mushroom. I'm just not even going to try to pass them here just so we don't get redded. Because I'm just trying to preserve my spot. You know, I'm not trying to get taken out here and get comboed and fall all the way down to a bad spot. So I want to hold on to my mushroom here so that I can take the ending shortcut and secure a second place just like that. So things worked out in the end for me. Another solid race here. And will that push me over to 16,000? Guess we're gonna have to wait another few seconds to find out. We get plus 14, so almost there. One more good race and we could be at 16K. And we are back with the next race here on GBA Mario Circuit, and I actually don't want to go forward. This is a pretty hardcore bagging track, so I'm actually gonna go backwards here. Go for this item box, and we just get it. I was gonna say Lactu's about to pick me up and throw me the other direction, so we just get it in time. It looks like no one else is bagging with me, which is very strange. You know, typically in these worldwides, in these higher VR rooms, you get a bunch of other players bagging rather, because they know how effective it can be. So it's very shocking to see on this track that no one else wants to bag with me here. I guess that means that I'll be the only person that will have potential to pull the shock here. And for now, I think I'll go for some coins, use my star, and just try to catch up here slowly but surely. Yeah, we're already caught up to the back of the pack here. Looks like one player's in a ghost. If I do pull the shock, I need to be mindful of that, because I did see that happen on the map. I am trying to get better at paying attention to those things, just in case I do get the shock and the power items, to make sure I use it, you know, as effectively as I can. And that player just spams the bomb. I've definitely done that myself before and regretted it. Go ahead and go for a double. We get a star once again. So I think what I'll do here is just go for the shroomless cut here, and yeah, I'll have to use my star because I completely messed it up. I'm still not very good at that one. See what else we can do here. Go ahead and watch it for that player's bomb. We're all the way up into 4th. The blue shell is out. Just like that, we can cut off this corner with our mushroom and save our other mushroom here for this next corner. And hopefully pass this player here that has the red shell. Looks like we do. Go ahead and back that player. I'm just going to go around the shortcut just for a safe spot here. Looks like I will not get passed by anyone. We can go ahead and back all these shells, and I'll take a first. Let's see what our VR gain will be. It's going to push us over 16K plus 20, and we finally broke 16K. Let's go. And we're back, this time playing on Tour Amsterdam Drift for the next course here. And as you guys saw, I was being pretty mean in that last race, backing all my green shells at the line. That's just what these lobbies have turned me into. You know, I've just become ruthless towards these other players and just basically taking out anyone I can, no matter what. Because that just happens so many times to me at this point. I am just tired. So I'm going to continue doing that. You know, it's a lot of fun when you're on the giving end and not on the receiving end, of course. But maybe I'll return to my nice ways here after this session, after I've had my fun. We're all the way up to 10 coins here in first, which is great news. Go ahead and see if we can front run on this track. I think I'll go ahead and chain, block the double there, see what else we can get. That is a pretty solid pull as well. So of course, looking for the super horn here, as always when you're in first. Looks like this player behind us is close, but we have a little bit of a lead on the rest of the pack. And oh no, I just barely missed a double there. A bit of a fail on my part. We fortunately get the banana though. It looks like the blue is out. I didn't really notice it in time though, so I'm not going to be able to back out because that player in second isn't really as close as, you know, they could be for me to back out in time. And I thought they were going to go inside, so I went wide. Unfortunately, we get our green shell taken up by that red shell, but there is a shock here, so we should be able to grow before this player. There's a nice ground shroom. It looks like they grabbed a ground shroom as well, and they just steal our item box there. We can go ahead and run them over, though, because we grow before them. Looks like they pulled a banana, so we don't have to worry about getting red shelled or anything here. And I will have to worry about getting a double box here at the end to give us some protection for the end of this race. Hopefully, we can get something good here. I'm going to hold on to this just in case there is a ghost here. Looks like no red shells are coming our way. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out now. And it looks like we almost get taken out by that green shell. It just barely misses us, but hits our banana there. And we'll get another first place. Back to back. We take those. Now let's see what I can get for a VR gain for this next room. And we get another plus 20. Some consistent gains. Let's go. And we are back once again playing on Yoshi's Island, another repeat track. Of course, I do not mind when this track is the one being repeated. I'll play this track all day. The music is fantastic. I love the courses with all the custom coins as well, like Hyrule Circuit with the rupees. And let's see what we can do here, going for our third victory in a row here. It's kind of crazy to say that, you know, with these crazy online rooms I've been having. I've managed to come in first twice in a row. So instead of opting to go wide for coins, I'm actually going to focus on my lines and go inside here just to try to extend my lead here. Go ahead and go for the double. Yeah, I just barely snagged that. Looks like I hit someone with that banana I backed. I'll go for the shortcut. We can hit that. Go dip down for some coins. I'm actually going to trail here because that player is right beside me. I didn't see them until I saw their glider right there. Looks like they have a mushroom. So I can go ahead and chain this banana because they don't have a red shell to take us out. They're going to take the shortcut though for sure. We get a bomb here. It looks like they actually don't, so I'll go ahead and back my bomb there. Looks like they avoid it. Actually didn't hit anyone. I thought I would hit maybe one person with that. And they still have a mushroom. I wonder why they're holding on to it. I guess they maybe don't want to be in first place. So that, you know, because if they use the mushroom to pass me, they will get up into first, but then they'll have nothing to dodge, maybe a blue shell or any protection or anything like that. So I can see why they do that. Of course, now because of that, we have quite a lead on the rest of the pack. I'll go for the shortcut once again. I'm a little bit too high, unfortunately. And I'm far enough ahead where if someone in the middle of the pack hits it, I won't be able to take it now. But we do indeed pull a super horn. Yeah, someone finally hits it way in the back, though. So basically, the rest of the players in the front of the pack there were not able to hit it as well, or take it rather, because they did not hit it. So let's see what's going to happen here at the end of this race on Yoshi's Island. I almost called it Yoshi Circuit. I always get my names mixed up here. And yeah, everyone's catching up. I'm just looking at the map and I'm a bit scared right now. You know, there hasn't been a shock. I am prepared for the blue shell, but if the shock happens, that's probably the end of my race. Yeah, and just like that, players are like right on top of me already. Almost hit my banana. I think that was my banana from last lap. We get our coin stolen. I missed the shortcut though. Is someone behind me gonna hit it? I'm gonna glide up. No one does. We're somehow still in first here. A little bit of track to go, but things are looking good. And that's gonna do it. We're gonna finish here in first place, 3 races in a row. I just cannot believe that in these lobbies, in these high VR worldwides. We're gonna gain probably maybe, yeah, plus 19, another solid race. And we're back, this time playing on DS Tick-Tock Clock here for the next race. Seeing if we can get 4 first place in a row. Sounds way too good to be true, and I think it really is. You know, I think I've exhausted all of my luck here in these worldwides. Of course, I can probably still get a top spot, you know, a reasonably good spot here. Go ahead and throw that red shell, get another item box here. And we're in second, off to a good start here. I'll try to get some more coins here. Looks like I'm able to maybe get a couple there. I think I'll just, yeah, we end up trailing that player. I'll go for the double here. We get some more red shells. I think I'll go for the shroomless cut here at the start. Actually not sure if it's easy to do. Okay, it actually wasn't too bad. Oh, but I go flying at the end, so that was pretty terrible actually. I don't really think I saved much time. We end up trailing another player, so we end up keeping our third even after all that. Watch out for all these bananas. I saw that coming though, so I was ready. Let's see what else we can get. We get some good protection here, but I think what I want to do is just chain these at the next set and get a double here. See what else we can get. We get some more green shells. Get up to 8 coins, and yeah, we're in a good spot here. You know, we're not in the front, but we're in third regardless. Go ahead and get another double here. It looks like that player got taken out by that banana. I unfortunately had to slow down. We actually hit that player with our green shell because it bounced off the wall there after they already got comboed, or got hit, so we end up comboing them rather. But we get our mushroom stolen here, so I have no item. We're in second. The blue is out though. This player, it looks like they're going to get hit by that banana. Maybe it was lag. They're not going to slow down for the blue at least though, which is good news for us. We're going to be able to catch up to them here already. We have a red shell as well, which is good news. Oh no, I hit the pendulum there. I think that's what it's called. But we passed them. We're back into first. But of course, it is lap 3. The pack is extremely close right now looking at the map. Anything can happen here. I'm just going to hold on to my items and hope for the best here. Should I go for the ending shortcut? I don't think it's time to go for it. I don't really think it's in the right position to go for it rather. So I'm just going to go around. And it looks like we get yet another first place, 4 in a row. I just cannot believe that, guys. Now let's see our VR gain once again here. Another plus 19. Let's go. And we are back, this time playing on GCN Yoshi Circuit, one of my favorite tracks. Now that I'm rocking Yoshi as well, it's glad to be back. And I'm actually going to bag this track. I've had some good luck running the last few tracks, but they have been, you know, better running tracks in general. And I feel like if I try to run this track, it would just end horribly. You know, I've tried that in the past, and it is a big mistake. By far the best strategy on this track is to bag, go for the bullet bill, and then use the bill extension come lap 3. And actually missed the double, so not off to a good start here. Get some more mushrooms here. It looks like that player, okay, they had the star. I always am not sure if I'm seeing the star or the shock because they're both the same color more or less. So you have to make sure to pay attention and be careful. I'm just going to use my ghost here so I don't get taken up anything. We get the bam shock dodge. We also steal the player in first super horn. And I'm actually in a really good spot now. I think I'll just try to front run even though I said I wasn't going to, because that did happen. Actually, I don't know. I feel like I never know what to do in these situations when I get a shock dodge early on. So actually what I'm going to do here is, since I'm only in fourth, I'll just go ahead and slow down right into the wall here. That red's going to hit me. That doesn't really matter because I want everyone to pass me here. I'm actually going to go backwards for a second, get my bearings, and get another double. Because I feel like if I try to catch up, I would have just got comboed there at the end. So it didn't really matter. And now that we're way behind, I should have a good possibility of pulling either the shock myself or getting a bullet bill. I'm actually going to steal that player's double potentially. We do get the bullet bill. They get the blue shell. I'll let them throw that, and I'll hold on to my bullet bill to use for the bill extension here. Unfortunately, the players in the front are getting pretty far ahead, so I'm going to have to catch up now if I'm going to have a good race here. Go ahead and use the bullet bill rather right away in the bill extension as usual. We have a star in the pocket. We actually, wow, that is the shortest bill extension of my life on this track, so we passed so many players. We also get comboed. I was unable to use my star in time because the bullet bill just expired and there's a little bit of a delay on this game. And now we're only in 7th place. We get another bullet bill though. Is this going to take us to victory past any players? At least sustain our VR. It's not really a 6th place. That's such a weird finish. And let's see our VR loss here. It's going to be -9. Not that bad, but what a weird race. And we're back, this time on Mario Circuit. After a very strange Yoshi Circuit. Never seen a bullet bill extension not work that badly. Basically just dropped me off right away in the tunnel section. And of course it didn't help that we got comboed right away as well. So I'm actually going to try to front run this race. This can be a bagging track as that player gets taken out by that stray green. Of course there are a lot of good shortcuts, but I'm going to go for the front run here. Switch it up a little bit, and I'm actually going to get red shelled, so maybe I will bag actually, just because we did get taken out there. I try to go for the coin, I get bumped. I'm just going to let all these players pass us here, and then go for the double here afterwards. See what we can get. We get a bunch of mushrooms. Oh, we get hit by that stray green shell, unfortunately. And I'm just going to go super wide here, focus on getting some coins, getting back up to 10 here. And then hopefully getting some power items. Yeah, the pack is fairly close still. I think we're in a good spot here to catch up. There's still 2 whole laps to go. We're up to 10 coins. We get some more mushrooms to use for this next section. We can take the shortcut here. But I'm actually going to cut it really wide because I want to get another item here. You know, I don't want to catch up too soon. We get another single mushroom. Hopefully I can get something besides mushrooms here at this next set. Seems like that's all I can pull for now. We almost missed the double. We almost get hit by fire. That player eats up all the fireballs in front of us. And now we're all the way up into 4th place here, just like that. with double mushrooms. The blue is out. Gotta watch out for that. So I think it's time to try to catch up to the front now. Looks like a bomb went off. Gotta watch out for that Goomba. And oh, we unfortunately get super horned. But we passed that player, but there's a red shell. I'm gonna have to use my mushroom, take out my green shell. There's another red shell. There's nothing we can do there. We can throw a red shell. We can recover with mushrooms of our own here. We're all the way up back into 5th here. I'm gonna actually let those players get ahead of me a little bit so that I can ensure that I get the double box here at the end. And that is unfortunately a bomb right in our face. Nothing we can do. I'll go ahead and try to take this shortcut, but the mushroom, the single mushroom, is not going to be enough. And we're going to get passed by pretty much everybody and finish all the way down in 9th place. And that's going to mean minus 31. Wow, what a tragic race. And we are back once again on GBA Snow Land. I went ahead and found a new lobby once again because we dipped below 10 players in that last room. Typically that's my rule of thumb, guys, is if a room has less than 10 players, I like to find a new one, because I feel like the races just aren't the same as authentic Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So now you know. I'll go ahead and try to get another item. I miss. We can just go ahead and use our mushroom in the shortcut here though and start to catch up. Can I get another item? Oh, I missed that one as well. I'll go ahead and go for the double box here at the next. I gotta watch out for that player in the star. But I think we can start to catch up here. We get the bullet bill and the blue shell. So I want to use that bullet bill right away just so I can get rid of the blue shell and chain more items here. We're going to go all the way up. Actually, I want to stay in 10th because the pack was so far ahead, but we do catch up with the pack. And it's good because first place is pretty far ahead, which means we can get some good items here. And we can also blue shell them so that they're not too far ahead. We can go ahead and use this golden in the shortcut here. Make sure to hop and get a bunch of air there. Take out that penguin, because of course if you're using a mushroom you don't get hit by the penguins there, if you guys didn't know. Now we're in 7th, a little bit too far up for my personal liking because everyone has shells around us. So I'm actually going to go super wide, hit the brakes hard, and overall just try to stay behind a little bit more, just so we can potentially get some good items here at the next set, and then use our mushrooms here to take the shortcut. It looks like everyone passed us. I wonder where the item set's actually going to be though. Yeah, we should be able to get like one box. Oh, there's actually a shock, so we're unable to. What can we get? We get some mushrooms. We can cut off this corner a little bit. I'm going to use my star because I saw that green shell on the ground. I'm going to go for some more items here. We get a ton of mushrooms. I'm just going to hold on to them for now, honestly. Go ahead and cut off this corner super hard. We're all the way up into 1st place somehow. We still have mushrooms to take the shortcut. I'm going to take the ending shortcut. Oh, we get sniped by a green and a red shell. And a ghost stole our mushroom. I couldn't see that because of the blooper. And I'm going to finish down in 4th place. Still a good race. Almost a 1st though. What a crazy ending. And I will gain +7. And we are back on DS Mario Circuit here for the next race. One of my favorites. Another bagging track. And what a finish in that last track on GBA Snow Land. I'm not really sure what happened. There's just so many things going on. We got sniped. We got red shelled. There's a blooper. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure a boo stole her last mushroom, so I was unable to take that ending shortcut. And we finished in 4th still after all that. I figured I would have got comboed even harder there and gotten like a middle or bottom spot. But I was somehow still able to get a 4th, so I will take that all day. Of course, a 1st is much better, but I will take a 4th in these lobbies. And of course, we're bagging once again. We can throw that blue shell right away. We do not want to hold on to that for too long. I'll go super wide for these bullet bills. Let everyone pass us. And generally just go slow. That's kind of what you want to do when you're bagging, is know when to catch up. You know, you never really want to catch up too quickly. On this track, basically you don't want to catch up until lap 3 here. So I'm just going to continue to go around. I'm going to go ahead and use this golden just so I don't get stuck with it later on. We can keep chaining good items. But I'm pretty much just not going to take any shortcuts until lap 3 here. Keep chaining my items and seeing what else I can get for some good items here. Let all these players pass. Let's get another double. So of course we're looking to get a dodge or maybe the shock ourselves. So we pull another blue shell. So I'll just go ahead and dump that again right away. And I actually caught up a little bit faster than I want to. The player in 1st is pretty far ahead. And just because in this game, the items you get are completely dependent on your distance from 1st, not what position you're in. You just want to monitor how close you are to the front of the pack. I'll go ahead and just start using this golden right away here. If there is a shock, I am not in a good spot though because I have no protection right now. This golden will last us all the way through all these shortcuts though, which is perfect. And oh, we unfortunately get taken out. I'm just going to spam everything. We missed the item box though. so we don't get anything else, and we're probably just going to get comboed. Yeah, we're all the way down in 8th already. That is the gamble you take when you're bagging. Of course, I didn't pull a star, I didn't pull any protection, so I end up getting taken out there, and I'll steal a 7th at the end, but overall not a very good race, and I'm going to lose 10 VR. And that will do it for today's episode of Road to 20k VR. It's hard to believe I've done 4 episodes already. We started the episode with 15,891 VR, and we finished the episode with 16,030 VR. So that is a gain of 139 VR if my math is right. So overall, a pretty successful session. That's really all I can hope for in these worldwides, is to gain, plus 100 over the course of around, that was almost 25 races, guys. So, that's pretty good, a pretty good average. I'm gaining around maybe 4 or 5 VR on average per race, which is very slow, but steady overall. In the session, I had a ton of first place, but I also had a ton of bad races, and being one of the higher VR players, that means even a middle spot, as you guys saw, has potential for me to lose VR overall. So it's definitely a struggle, but a fun one nonetheless. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to leave a like as well, and subscribe if you're new. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.